If you never listen to any of my videos, listen to this one because I'm going to tell you something that I want you to put in the back of your head for a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. Please listen to this one. She did her time. Why do you care? I'm going to tell you why I care, why I'm making all these videos. There's always a precedence, and with precedence comes copycats. And some impressionable social media teenager right now is watching Gypsy get millions of followers and fame and money and popularity, and they're sitting in their room and they're pissed that their mom didn't get them the newest video game or the newest Jeffree Star palette. And they're going to equate that with abuse, which is what I've seen happen time and time again. Well, my mom didn't let me do this and my mom didn't let me do that. And what they're going to do is they're going to go screaming abuse. They're going to make up stories that cannot be verified. They are going to say something, and then they're going to kill their parent. And then they're going to say, well, Gypsy did it. What happened to Gypsy? I'll get out and I'll have followers and I'll have fame and I'll have book deals and I'll have TV shows and I'll have millions of dollars. And I won't have to deal with my mom not giving me everything I want because she was abusing me. There will be a fucking copycat at some point in time. And I think that's what everybody is missing about the fact of why we fucking talk about this, because we are actually trying to set out to save someone else's life.
I never cared about the money, never really needed fame. You think it would've changed me, but I've always been the same. My label tried to sue me, TMZ tried to sue me, blabbermouth and fucking sucker, cause they never fucking knew me. Everybody seems like they're waiting for me to die. Talk shit behind my back, can't look me in the eye. They say I'm overrated, that I should've already made it. Give a shit about it all because I love to be so hated. All in all, it's a good life. I got what I want, I can't complain. I'm living a good life. A toast to you now. It's all champagne. It's all champagne. I never cared about the money, never really needed fame. You think it would've changed me, but I've always been the same. My label tried to sue me, TMZ tried to sue me, blabbermouth and fucking sucker, cause they never fucking knew me. Everybody seems like they're waiting for me to die. Talk shit behind my back, can't look me in the eye. They say I'm overrated, that I should've already made it. Give a shit about it all because I love to be so hated. All in all, it's a good life. I got what I want, I can't complain. I'm living a good life. A toast to you now. It's all champagne. It's all champagne. I barely get to eat, and when I finally get to sleep, I get drugged. I never cared about the money, never. The storm is coming. A storm is coming. A storm is coming.
Can you guys have heard me this whole time? I didn't even know I wasn't added to the stage. I hope you guys heard me. Did you guys hear me? No, probably not. Let me start over. No, let me get back. Let me finish what I wanted to do real quick. I'm going to play you guys one more thing, and then I'm going to take care of answering these questions. Fuck me. All I ever wanted to do was fucking make a fucking show. Instead, I got to be blasted out on fucking social media for the world because I had information, facts, evidence, and an opinion on a schmurderer and her fucking family. And I still do. I still do. Now, Ryan's going to come up and she's going to keep me clear today. So I don't get up on a soapbox and start wandering with my fucking brain all messed up from what these people did to me. But I also need to show you what Miss Blanchard put out. And then when I tried to put it out on my own page to talk about this right here, this, where I'm going to show you right now, this, it's on my TikTok, it's on my YouTube, it's on my Facebook, it's fucking everywhere. So if the bitch tried to fucking erase it, baby, the internet don't fucking lie. It's always going to be here. And so am I. You tried to get me off my game one more fucking time, bitch. No. Bitch, no. Do you hear me? I said no. Damn it. Thank you for this love and support, Brandy in Wisconsin. Please reach out to Colleen. She could probably need a friend that is there that can help her and support her because she's going to be in Wisconsin fighting this battle with me, along with Nicholas. So thank you. Good fucking God. I'm on fire today. Man, baby, I had a meltdown and a cry this morning. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Happens when you push me to my brink, you back me into a fucking corner. You help me to be the Hellcat that I fucking am. You force me into the role. You spin me around and throw me into the public and wind my ass up, which you've done for 7 years, using me in the media. And now you have the audacity to call me unhinged. So my clear keeper, Ryan, is here. And we're going to talk about this. And I'm going to get messy and loud and angry and all kinds of fucking things. But I'm about to finish this off in a whole different way than I had planned on it. I still am going to make my book. I'm still going to be here talking about her every damn day. I'm still going to make my documentary. But today, you guys missed 6 hours the other day where I laid out an actual plot to blackmail me to keep my silence on YouTube and Facebook. And they saw it. And then this bitch released this for you guys to come and fucking attack me. Because as this reader right here said, sola gratia, before I even started the live, this was the very first comment I came to today. I hadn't said anything about being tyrannical. I hadn't put out anything about it yet. I don't even think I spoke on it the other night really much when you talked about it. Did I, Ryan? No. So this was the very first comment this morning when I came here to hit the live. From Sola Gratia, thank you very much. And I am shaking. Careful Fancy, didn't she call her mother tyrannical too? I wouldn't put it past her to find a new patsy, especially if you're affecting her cash flow. And I already played your PSA and I played your song. And now I want to play the little thing where I put out, because, she tried to get this taken down, of me putting out her own words because they don't like when I put out their own words. But guess what? Ryan and I talked about it, and I know how I'm going to use Patreon, guys. I'm not allowed to put her words out here because I get my accounts banned. That's how I lost the account with 20,000 followers, and you guys are now sitting over here, and I had to beg for 1,000 likes again because no one knew where to find me. Yeah, my attorney's going to go ahead and start handling that. I've spoke with him this morning. But after they thought they shut me up, I came to my home, the original home. I came back to Facebook and I started talking again. And I came back to YouTube where I laid it down for the last 2 years while we tried to build a motherfucking network. I'm so sorry that my friends and I tried to actually build a business. Good God. I mean, sue me. Please sue me. Please. Please sue me. Please. Yeah. So then, after I did that yesterday, 5-6 hours that I was over here, after having no sleep, and no, I'm not on drugs, and no, I'm not drunk, and no, I don't do meth, and no, I don't just stay up all night all the time. Do you understand? I have insomnia, and this shit drives my brain insane, And my husband doesn't like me in there disturbing him because he has to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So sometimes, yeah, I stay up all night. I've stayed up all night my whole fucking life. And I don't do drugs. I might take a gummy once in a while. Might do, but I don't do drugs. I don't like them. I tried them. Craig got me to try them. I'd never tried drugs before I met Craig. And Craig got me to try them. And I told Craig I didn't like them. I was like, no, I don't like not being in control. And yes, I am a control freak. Ryan's a control freak. I think that's why we get along. At least she fucking does her shit like she said she's going to do. But after I did that little fucking mess, then they tried to shame me by bringing out the ex-boyfriend, the ex-fiance, where he says all his shit about me. Do you understand that he said that in 2019? He has never talked to me since. And Rachel and I talk about him a lot. And I told her the other night that I felt that I was hard on Ken and I was wrong about Ken, but it was out of a place of love and care for Gypsy, not because I hated Ken. And Christy, you guys wonder why I say Christy so much. I'm going to explain to you. Oh, we've been live restricted. Good. I try to do that anyway. This is why I talk about Christy so much, because and you know what, Ryan, I didn't even really think about it all until I broke it down to you in the conversation we just had. Because you keep saying you always make it about Christy, because it's all about her in the last 7 years. See, she's the one who's been running the show. DeDe ran the show for the first 23 years of Gypsy's life. DeDe. All the other people were players in Gypsy and DeDe's play. Their show, their con, their all of that. The Petrie family, who I'm very sorry to certain members of the Petrie family for things that I have said in the past or said recently. But there are some things about you. That family has con artists in it. A lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. A lot of them are. I think the sisters are actually pretty decent people. I don't know all the brothers very well, but I know that there are things that have been said about the brothers that I think is very suspicious. I like Bobby. I liked Bobby. I'm not sure I like Bobby right now. I'm not sure I like Bobby right now, because when I sat in his little tiny house outside of his tattoo shop where he promised me to do my tattoo the next time I came down, and take me on a fan boat ride, he told me some really interesting things about himself, and he was very open about them, and they were very detrimental things, very bad things. And he was very honest about it. And he said his daughter saved his life. But now, he did Mommy Dear and Dearest, and he said he wasn't surprised that Gypsy did this to her mother. Right, guys? Right? Yeah, they weren't surprised. In fact, his words were, oh my God, Gypsy finally snapped and unalived her. Am I not right, Ryan? Isn't that what he said? I think that's what he said. Mommy Dear and Dearest, he says it. Now he's on podcasts and he's running all over. And guess what? He's getting paid for all those appearances. At least $5,000 a pop from what I'm told. And that's what is one thing about that family. The Blanchards, the Petries, the whatevers. They will do anything, say anything, and behave any which way they feel like it, because they do not believe rules apply to them if money is talking. And one of the reasons why they've been able to do all the things that I'm going to eventually tell you all about and put in Patreon, because I'm going to come on live, so I'm going to talk about all of it. But all the proof that you want, yeah, that'll be in Patreon, because that's the only way I can protect it. Because apparently if I put their words out in writing, they don't like it very much. I don't care what I said in 7 years. I don't care what I've said in 48 years. 49, shit, had a birthday, fuck. 49 years. I don't care what I've said in 49 years. I've done things and done a lot of things I'm not proud of. Absolutely. But I know that none of the things that I did were anywhere near the things that they've done. I have a couple misdemeanors because I was a struggling parent. I was a struggling parent. And many times I was a single parent because my husband and I had mental health issues. In fact, for 4 years, we were separated, not divorced. I asked for a divorce. He wouldn't give it to me. I'm glad he didn't. Because I love that man more than anything in the world. I met him when I was 13 fucking years old. And that's why he has a right to call me April. And you motherfuckers don't. I don't hide behind a name. I did what every single fucking person in Hollywood, where I was and did not lie about, does. You choose a name and you do business as a name. At one point in time, I think I was speaking with a loan out company about doing just that. And I'm probably going to have to do that again. And what you guys don't understand is you don't know what a loan out company is, or what SAG eligible means, or what credits actually mean, or working on a project, because y'all don't do it. But the people who are running around saying that I don't have those credits, I don't have this, I don't have that experience, where, guess what? They don't do it either. That's why they're not here. That's the problem. They don't do what I do. They don't even try to do what I do. I'm not the only person who can do this. I guarantee you, any person, I guarantee you, Shonda Rhimes, who runs a whole ass fucking production company, has some of the same things going on in her life, in her business, that I do every day. Because running a business, especially the entertainment business, while it's going to hell and burning to the fucking ground, is fucking hard. So I'm so sorry that it took me 7 fucking years. But guess what, guys? The reason I talk about Christy is because for all 7 years of that, she was actually always, not at any time, did she not have someone inside of my personal life and my professional life. Christy. Not Gypsy. Christy. In fact, it's one of the reasons why you have the thing that's going around that Ken said years ago about me. Don't worry. I'll put out that conversation too. Now, what I won't do is release personal information that is no one's business. So if it is something that happened between Christy and Rod because it's her husband and it has nothing to do with any of this, I'm not putting that out there. If it's something that my former partners, children, or husbands, or spouses are involved in outside of this case, I will not be putting that out there. I am not a trash talker. I am a truth teller. And when I walked into this 7 years ago, I had no fucking clue what I was doing or where I was going or how fucking bullshit this was going to get. I wanted to make a little project and build a company with my friends and do something I told my mom at 4 years old when I walked up the TV and said, I want to do that. No, I can do that. I was doing. And for 10 years, I sustained very well. I was living a wonderful, beautiful life in my little house until COVID came along. And for many years before Gypsy ever walked into my life, I was actually getting things in check. I have had a very complicated life. At one point in time, I told Ryan this just today, I was on 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different medicines for mental health issues that we have now determined some of them I do not have. Because every time I went into a mental health place and said, hey, this medicine isn't working. And remember how Ryan was talking about the redhead gene? Hello, I'm a redhead. And I ain't just a kind of redhead. I'm a redhead. Yeah, you all want to talk about the carpets and the drapes. You think it's funny. Well, bitch, they both red. And that means I'm fire. And I always have been. I was born making noise. I'm going to go out making noise. I'm not unhinged. I'm fucking pissed off because you all came for me. But this shit didn't work for me either. Nine different medicines. Nine different medicines. Why? Because my redhead gene is fierce. So nothing works for me. Every time I would go in and tell them that something wasn't working, they just gave me another one. Until one day, and Christy was there for this, and all my little friends that talk about me knew that I drove my children to school one morning, came back into the parking lot or into my driveway, and didn't know how I had done so. And then I went to my doctor the very next morning, and I told him, because I couldn't figure out where my kids were, I had to go inside the house to figure out where my children were. And then I realized, oh my God, I actually drove to school. And thankfully, we were safe. Nothing happened. And I wasn't like inebriated. I was just, my medicine had made me. So I was so groggy, I didn't know what had happened. And I just drove my kids to school because I had to. And so I went to my doctor and I said, I need off of every single one of these medicines and I need off of them now. I understand we're going to have to wean all that shit. But guess what, dude? I got to get off these. And he said, I don't recommend that. And I said, well, I don't recommend you being the doctor that doesn't help me, because you can either be the doctor and the doctor that helps me, get off of these medications because I'm going to get off of them. Or you can be the doctor my husband sues when I die because I do it the wrong way, getting off of these medications, and I have a withdrawal from, I don't know, medications like someone else did not have. Did you hear me say that? Someone else never had any withdrawals from any medications. Not even the pain pills that she swears that she was taking. Not even those, bitch. Not even those. But I've had struggles too. Do you understand why I came to this case? Do you even understand why you came to this case? We all came to this case for the same fucking reason. We came to this case because it didn't make sense to anybody, and we were all really worried about a girl who cried wolf. And that's all she is. Gypsy is a girl who cried wolf, who bullies other people, along with her family, Christy, who absolutely did anything and everything in the last 7 years to annihilate me personally. And now that she is out, she has silenced me in the media by calling me a stalker, harassing her. I've done none of those things, and that's why they can't send me a fucking actual thing for anything, because I've never done anything to these people ever that warranted anything other than maybe you might see me in court and try to bankrupt my company because I said you were a shit parent. And I'll say it again. Sue me, bitch. You're a shit parent. And when DeDe died, you took over. And that's why I go for Christy so much. Now I want to give you one little tidbit about Christy, and it's a factual tidbit that you can go look for right now. You all say it's about abuse, right? It's all about abuse. The poor abused girl. Her whole life, nobody would cared about her. Nobody saved her, right? I'm a victim. I'm a victim blamer. I'm a bully. I'm horrible. Because what? Because I dare to say something about a murderer and her family that are con artists? Well, I'm going to talk to them for a minute because you guys probably already know. You've been around a long time. But guys, do you remember? Do you remember who floated out Munchausen by proxy in the Facebook group for the first time? If you were there, can you drop it in the chat? Oh, please do. Guys, so. Do you remember a little piece called MJ's Thought Catalog that was reporting this case in real time? Do you? I hope you do. I'm talking to the YouTube and the Facebook community that I'm streaming live to, guys. I'm not crazy. Not that crazy. A little unhinged. I'm a little unhinged. You drove me there, bitches. You drove me there. I was headed to unhinged. And then I got my head real straight and I was doing real damn good. And then I met you all. And yeah, you drove me to unhinged. That's okay. Unhinged is good sometimes. Because unhinged fights for what's right and wrong. Unhinged is going to take something to a Supreme Court and stand on a step and scream bloody murder for him because I'm unhinged. For that. But, yep, there you go. Gorgeous Nightmare Christy made this entire case about abuse. She did. Not Gypsy. Not Mike Stanfield. Not the DA. Not Nick. Not me. Not anybody else. Christy. And she gave me all these medical records because she thought I was going to prove that for her once and for all. That's why she handed them over so willingly. And bitch, you know I didn't forge shit, so fucking get off my dick. Sorry, PR. Had to say that one. These things right here, these files right here, that's what Christy thought I was going to sell to the media just like everybody else. That's why she floated it. After Meg, after she came out and said that she was on the run with her boyfriend and blah, fucking blah, blah, blah. Christy and Rod had been inside the house and seen the medicine cabinet. In fact, she's who called it in to Mike and said, hey, Mike, you got to come over here and see this. Okay. And Mike went over there and went, holy fuck. Then he goes back. He sees in one document. I have the document. I will show you that document because it's been out there a million times. Remember, I never released the medical records. They did. Not me. Not me. Nope, not me. That was Natasha and Christy that released Gypsy's medical records, and I have it all in real time, where I was freaking out and screaming about it when I wasn't even their friend anymore, because I was still trying to protect little Miss Gypsy. And I was probably the only person that's ever tried to protect that girl in her entire fucking life. Because Christy ain't fucking trying to do it. DeDe sure as shit didn't do it. Rob the shit dad hasn't. Her aunts and uncles, I like you. I appreciate you. I think you guys are decent fucking people and had no idea what the hell you were looking at. I think you tried. But fuck, nobody ever protected that girl. Not even from herself. She still ain't. And you still aren't. Because enabling her is enabling the behaviors that her mother taught her. That Christy is promoting. And absolutely, 100%, Christy is who sold to the media that this was a Munchausen by proxy case when it never absolutely was. It just isn't. It just isn't. You can argue with me what these files say all day long with Colleen, with me, and hopefully with Dr. Steele when we put it out. I'm not saying I'm releasing the medical documents. I'm just saying about the information inside of them. Okay? But in 2009, whether you believe that she was abused or not, whether you believe it was medical fraud or medically necessary, which there's enough proof in these files to prove all of those things, to be honest with you, because the biopsy could definitely was not needed. So that is medical child abuse, but that is only one instance of medical child abuse because they were pulling the con, not because she was actually trying to make her kid sick. There's a difference there. And that's what I talked to the investigator about, the differences in what makes this not medical child abuse and just a con with medical fraud. There is different things here that we can be talking about. But she tried to use all those documents to keep me running in circles so I would stay away from the truth of the case file. And I would continue to number one, sell the Munchausen by proxy story in the absolute biggest way. Listen, you might talk about Mommy Dead and Dearest, and you might talk about Gypsy's Revenge, and you might talk about The Act. But I'm going to tell you why I'm such a fucking big player. Because for 7 years, and you can look anywhere you want, I am the only person that anyone ever talked to besides Christy in any amount of time, the whole time. And so I kept and perpetuated this entire story going in the media for 7 years. I did. I was told to. And I turned down more interviews than I ever took. And I made $200 whole doing it. And along the way, I learned the truth. And once I learned the truth, all they've tried to do is set me up. And now they're claiming that I sold false stories that they gave me. So if they're false, it's because you gave them to me false, bitch. Baby, go get some water, Bells. Oh, I got to do something about this dog. I got to put her down, Ryan, and I don't want to put her down.
It sounds like she's just reverse coughing.
Yeah, but she's really old. She's got lots of problems, and now this cough has developed, and it's been going on for a very long time. It's time. We all know it's time. That's why they say I neglect her. I don't neglect her. She's just a very old dog. And she drinks water and pees immediately. So we're trying to remedy this situation in the kitchen with her because I can't get up and take her out because I'm disabled. So we're trying to make it so, there's pee pads or whatever, but it's just a fucking mess right now because we don't know what to do about it. And we're all trying to decide what to do with this dog. And I love her. I rescued her and her baby son. Rowdy's the other dog I have. It was the biggest ice storm. Do you remember that really big ice storm we had 13 years ago down here in Louisville? Okay, so the mama dog and my baby dog were both abandoned along with 4 other puppies behind this little mom and pop shop.
I just saw Natasha come in here.
Get her out. Show that bitch the door.
I don't know if she meant to come in. She was just, but I just seen her.
You can block that bitch. Block her right now. Out. Hi, baby. Hi, Moo. How are you? Yeah, I'm going to say a lot of things about you. Did you see my interview with Hello Starlight? Yeah, we all got your number, sweetheart. How's Christy? Christy good? How are those medical records that you put out there? Are those good? Yeah? Are they? Stalker, guess what? Your name's been given to the attorney. We're coming for you too. I'll start with copyrights. And then I'll come at you for stalking. The FBI will remember you. Don't worry. They've been talking about you for a long time. Was it brain surgery that alerted them, or the dress scams, or the tax fraud where you sold someone's tax return? Y'all want to talk about my misdemeanors? Let's talk about all your bullshit. Every single one of you got fucking skeletons in closets that you don't want me to talk about, and that's why you want to shut me up. Anyway, back to my dogs so I can finish doing that. Anyway, so the ice storm came and we were in this little pet shop, and Abigail and Emily went over there and they were going crazy. And I was trying to have freaking Mexican food, for crying out loud. And they're talking about these 2 dogs we got to go get. And I'm like, I'm not getting dogs. Your daddy said no dogs. Like, this is not even, there's not even an option. I love dogs. I've wanted dogs, but no. So Emily, the one who, you know, has her daddy wrapped, the one I told you all the problems I had with her, she's got a really, really close relationship with her daddy because of that. She went over and asked him about it, you know, and got him to do it. And a week later, we went and brought the 2 dogs home. Her other 4 puppies had frozen to death. And Rowdy still has seizures because of it. And Bella has a broken rib, sticks out that they could never fix. And she's got all kinds of problems. So I love my dogs, but I've had them for 13 years and I'm scared I'm going to lose both of them because they're so bonded, because that's his mom. Anyway, back to Christy and this case, and why what I'm saying is so important, guys, because there is no Gypsy Rose in the media without Fancy Macelli. There isn't. There's not without Aaron Lee Carr, Michelle Dean, MJ Pack. I think Sophie did GMC's Revenge. We are the people who brought you this story. Aaron is the first. No, I'm sorry. Do you know who the first person is to tell the story? MJ. And I was working with her. Listen to this. I was working with MJ and my original writing partner besides Sarah on the original pilot. She helped write the pilot that is out there, that is a copyright infringement that Natasha, the stalker, put out with Christy handing it to her. Yep. MJ and I were working together on that. And then Christy ruined that because MJ had a drinking problem and she lost her husband to a drinking problem. And Christy and Gypsy exploited that. And MJ's still eating their shit. I'm sorry. No, I need you here. I do need you here. Jim, just let me finish this real story. MJ is still eating their shit and was in pictures at the coming out party from prison. Yet Rachel's not there and I'm not there and Michelle Dean's not there. And Aaron's not there. But Melissa Moore is still there. She's there. She's a serial killer, Underliver's daughter. Did y'all know that? I mean, it doesn't mean that she's a bad person, but it does mean that she grew up with that kind of environment. Do you understand? I can't say she's a sociopath because I'm going to school for saying she's a sociopath. When I say she's a sociopathic tendencies like a mofo and Christy is at the helm, you guys, I could be a casualty tomorrow. An actual, real casualty. She sent me death threats. She said she'd ruin my career. She did. All right, PR, take over from here for a little bit. I talked for fucking way too long. Should I put up the video real quick of the message that we're talking about so that everybody can see it?
Message.
The one where she calls me tyrannical and asks everybody to cancel me.
Well, I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
I mean, I think I should. Let me see if I can fancily do this here. I learned how to do some things. It's enhance, effects. Look at me. Let me see here. There it is. All right, guys, can you see that? Hold on, I'll put it up over here too. So after I did my thing for 5 hours yesterday while I was melting down and losing my shit, and then Ryan came and handled my shit, this showed up. And I'm not sure. Do you know where it was shared?
It's on friends only. It wasn't done on public. If you look, it's friends only. That's why you guys can't see it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean, okay, see, here's the thing. This is how she uses this, is how she's done it before. So what she does is she'll send it to her closest friends and supporters that she just loves so very much. They're the best ones. And one of those people is mad at me because of all of this. Go figure. I love her and I hope she'll forgive me. I didn't mean to do anything to you. I didn't mean to say your fucking name. Damn it. I'm just fucking mad and I make mistakes. But she'll send these things like this. Hold on. Are you guys seeing it? To those people, like she did with Natasha and my emails, where she humiliated me over and over again. Or I'm not allowed to even go in the group or mention my name because they'll kick you out. But then they say I block their bitches. Sorry. Anyway, then she will use that. And then those people will take this shit here where she calls me, what? Says I end my tyranny. End my tyranny. I am so tyrannical. Ryan, do you think I'm tyrannical? No. Unhinged. Not tyrannical. So she'll do that. She'll send them to those people. Then those people do this and they copy it like it is here. This is why you can see it, because it was blasted all over social media. And then those people get fucking ideas in their head. It is cult mentality, mob mentality. And it has been done to me for 7 years. And there is an was dangerous. He would do this for her. Just by her saying, get rid of her. And get the fuck up. I'm not ending over. You guys are watching this happen right now. I just had to come off alive for what? For what? For what? Because I'm showing her fucking words. Excuse me for a moment while I restart my fucking phone. God damn bitch. Yeah, I said it. Fucking see me in court. Do you hear me? You ain't throwing me off my game this time. I'm not fucking unhinged like you thought I was unhinged. I got real fucking close. But don't you forget, I got the motherfucking tattoo to prove it. It won't happen again. I do have a lawyer. And I've got friends and resources. That's why you don't like me on TikTok. She watches everything I fucking do. Don't you know? Don't you know? Stalker. That's what you all are. Everyone that fucking associates with her, ever associated with her, other than the ones who come correct in my fucking whale box, anyone who perpetuates her fucking drama, you are supporting stalkers, murderers. I can say it over here, guys. Murderers and con artists. Fucking talk about my goddamn record for fucking Kool-Aid and bus stops. You stole people's tax returns and tried to tell them you needed brain surgery. I asked for money to go back to school. My best friend, my husband's best friend here in Louisville, is the only one who gave it to me. You motherfucking assholes. Thank you very much, Vicky. I've seen your name come up recently, baby. Someone sent me your picture with some text messages. Oh, guess what, babe? Yeah, they'll be in my Patreon just like everybody else. I'm laying y'all bitches out. I don't give a shit. Y'all can talk about me. You can make me a villain. I don't fucking care. Because I sure as shit didn't murder anybody. And I don't bully fucking anyone. And I never have. I've always stood up against bullies. Just ask some people at fucking Arlington High School, like my fucking father. My husband is what I meant to say. My husband and all my friends on Facebook that know me, they know exactly how often I stood up to bullies. I beat up grown boys because I stood up to bullies. As a teeny tiny little girl, I had to have 11 guys pull me off of one guy one day because I thought he sexually assaulted my friend. And he did, in a bathroom. One other time I found out that one of my friend's brothers, who's real big and she's not, threw her into a wall. So what did I do? I threw him into one. And then the chief master sergeant of their OTC program told everybody to stand back and get me off of him. Do you guys understand? I've been talking and blowing my fucking horn forever. I'm not unhinged. I've got a whole fucking hell of a lot of things to be fucking pissed off about. And I'm going to talk about them all. The Blanchards just happen to be the topic of the day. Fucking bullshit. Okay. Am I back? Back? I'm back. I see me. Hi, come back. Everybody come back. TikTok's going to catch up for a minute, guys. Can you drop some stuff in the chat here? If my mother, please. Yeah, they're take my account down again. Exactly what they're doing. That's why I have an attorney and I've been speaking with him this morning. I'm sure that we will be conversing about this. Listen, this is what's happening. So just to, I'm sorry, you're going to get in half of a fucking. Sorry, that shit's going to happen. We're in a fucking whole big old media war. Oh my God. Oh. My Ryan gets that. Anyone? Oh, everybody see? Are you guys still seeing Palestine? I don't even want to talk about Palestine because it's a very complex issue. I don't think anybody is right or wrong. Let me tell you, I think it's all a fucking mess, and it's over land. Let me tell you, you can't hear me? Okay, I'm going to end. I'm going to start again, okay? Because they've been mass reporting me. Okay, so let me start in this stream, and I'm going to come right back. Everybody jump me right back, okay? Or can you guys hear me okay? I'd really rather not end. I try to. Hey guys, can you hear me now? Or is it still glitching? Hi, Lori. Okay, yes, you can hear me, or yes, it's glitch. I need glitch or here in the chat, somebody. Wonderful. Let me try and fix TikTok. Sola. Good job. Good job. You called it. And I had already been talking about it this morning. And then you confirmed my thoughts. Sarah last night said it to me. I didn't take that as a death threat. I did not take that message as a death threat. I thought it was just another bullshit thing they like to say about me. But somebody else decided to tell me that I should be much more concerned about it than I am. So now I am, because I had a moment to stop and think about it. And I had a whole ass breakdown after all that. And now I'm really kind of believing that they're much more right than they ever could have been. Give me a moment. I'm going to go grab my phone. Of course. Hold on, guys. Let me get live over here again. Let's see. No. I'm like stuck in hell with this because it's like still connected and it won't let go. Hold on. Let me close everything else out. The kids tell me I always have my fucking shit too much open. Hold on, guys. Okay. Now it's live. Yeah, I can add a title now. Okay. Hold on. No. It's still add a title. 3, 2, 1. Hopefully this works. Okay. Can you guys see? Is it okay? Sorry, guys. Sorry. Can you guys do me a favor? Those of you that are my researchers, my friends, have been around for a while. Can you do me a favor? Open my Facebook. If you have me on Facebook, then tell me that you have me on Facebook and just give me a hint as to what your name possibly is if you're okay. I understand that. Possibly. Oh, I wonder if that's what. Okay, I'm gonna. Yes. All right. Here we go. This is what I do. Okay, hold on. Out of there. I'm gonna go restart my order. I will be back. I'm in the stream. I'll be back. Okay. Hold on. In the stream.